Hey there, welcome back to Recanto Da Alvorada. We're back ready to do some field work. Last episode we did some baling of silage, ended up clicking over some days and got to the point where it was ready to sell, and we got it sold. So we have some money in the bank. But today we've got to get our fields ready to plant. So a couple things we need to get. I've tried a couple plows, haven't been happy with any of them really. So we're just going to go with this one here, this Lizard 6M, and we'll just go with yellow. We're going to go ahead and buy it just because it's not very expensive. I don't know how much plowing I will need to do, but we have it now. And then we also need a spreader, and I believe I'm going to go with this MP Agro Taurus 12,000. It's going to go as is, looks good, and we are going to lease this. So got that and the plow now. So I believe that we're going to hook up the plow to the bigger Valtra. And we'll get that down to the field. We got to do some plowing, and then we do need to get some lime. Now, I was poking around the map a bit, and I happened to run across a location that appears to have a place that you can load lime. Now I want to try it, and I'm not sure if it'll work. Yeah, so we're going to give it a shot, and I could I may be wasting my time here, but we will give it a shot. So let me jump in the little CBT tractor, and we'll hook up to the spreader. Now I'm not going to buy the lime here. We're going to run down the road and see if this works out. Alright, so if it doesn't work out, we're going to have to come back up here and get some lime. So let me see where this location is. So you see all of my fields, except for number 10 right here, need lime. And then plowing, yeah, we've got this one up here and this one down here that we need to plow. So right here, okay, so that's straight across from the... Let's run down here and see. It says it's a lime station. I don't know if it will sell us lime. There is a debris crusher or rock crusher on site, so it may be a production facility. I'm not real sure. But we will find out here very, very shortly. I happened across this location just looking around the map, and I clicked on one of the icons that said Lime Loading Station. So I'm not real sure what we're going to discover down here. Let's see. Get the cover open, and hopefully, let me turn on the menu, just see what we get for triggers. Start filling. Hey, it is a lime buying station. How about that? Oh, that's nice. And the interesting part, a lot of times you can look in your menu, and if we scroll down here to lime. Oh, it is in here. How did I miss that before? Huh. Well, never mind. I thought I had checked that and thought it had said that there was nowhere to buy it. Maybe that was fertilizer, I'm not sure. But anyhow, we have a full hopper full of lime. And so we're going to head on over to the field. And I'm going to need to look at the menu real quick, because I'm not sure exactly how we can get there from here. It looks like probably the best way, we'll just go straight on, take a right, and it'll take us out to the road. So my main focus on this particular episode is we're going to try to get some of the field work prep done. You see we're in February, and next month in March we have the opportunity to plant our sugar cane. So what I'm trying to do here is get things prepped and ready so that the fields are limed and fertilized, hopefully somewhat fertilized, and then also any plowing that needs to be done will be all finished with that work so that we can get the cane or sugar cane planted all on the same day, hopefully. I did do a little bit of landscaping around the farmyard, or the barn, I guess you could say. I'll show you that here in just a second. Went ahead and made it look like we have been driving out onto the road right here. And then I was able to get that stump and tree moved out, and we dug into the embankment there. Got a little bit more room to work around the farm, and then I ended up taking out 2 more trees. You see up there where I did not, looks like I didn't mow, there was a tree out there, 2 trees. So I went ahead and cut those and moved them back in amongst the other trees to get that done. And kind of straighten out that little bend in the field just a little bit so that it's wasn't so curvy. Because I think that's going to be difficult trying to harvest the sugar cane. Square fields is the best, I believe, as far as the sugar cane is concerned. Just for the fact that the harvester operates having the constant need for a wagon next to it. Alright, I'm pretty sure this field here needs lime. It does. So we're going to go ahead. I don't think I need to unfold this thing. I don't think so. And I have no idea how wide it's going to spread the lime, but let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so it doesn't spread it very wide. That's okay. I'll go ahead and make this pass here. And then once I have a good little section going with the lime, we'll get started with some plowing. I imagine I'm probably going to have to, you know, I may not, I don't know. It's not going through the lime very fast, so we may be okay. Maybe 2 hoppers full to get all of our fields done. Alright, let's go back down this side. I wasn't sure how wide it was going to spread, so I'd given a pretty wide buffer. I tell you, this material that the sugarcane harvester drops down onto the field does make it quite difficult to see where you've been. Let's make sure that it is actually getting lime down all over the field. Yeah, I think it is working. Let's go back into it. Let's see. Yep, it is taking the need for lime away, so that's good. Alright. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and, just for time's sake, we're going to get a worker to help us out here for just a moment. I'll let him spread the lime on the field. Alright, that looks fairly well lined up. And then let's run over here and grab the tractor with the plow. And we'll go ahead and get started doing some plowing. Now this field I have not gone around. I don't know how smooth the edges are. I may end up doing that. Yeah, I was hesitant about using this particular plow. I know it's this one and that lizard subsoil are pretty common. Just they work so good. They're 6 meters wide. They move along pretty quickly. They're cheap, and using a plow like this, it's just a little bit easier than some of those that you have to get to the end of the row and turn and things like that. So, yeah, I decided to go with it just for convenience. I was tired of fighting the plowing issues that I was having a little bit earlier. So we have this field here. We've got to get the lime down and plowed. And then a couple more fields. If we look at the map, we have these two fields right here that need lime, but they have already been plowed. And then this one up here, we've got the lime and plow. Now you see there's a lot of specks where when I mowed the grass, there was bushes planted or something like that, so it didn't actually turn it into field. So I am going to need to probably plow that one first and then put down the lime. So that'll be a little bit more difficult to deal with, but that's okay. We'll get it done. Actually, you know, I'll probably just plow it and then put the lime in, and that'll be okay. Normally I like to put the lime in first and then somehow or another cultivate it in. But we may not be able to do that on that particular field. So let me get going here. We're going to get this handled and then come back in and see what kind of progress we've made. Well, this tractor's having a little bit of problems pulling this spreader. It may be just a little bit too much weight. Just going up the hills here, it's not happy with it. It's not. As a matter of fact, you see I'm done with the plowing over there. I was able to get that done. Been having some issues with the spreader. I don't know, it gets to the end of each row and the helper decides to be done. So I don't know if it's a mod issue or maybe a conflict with something else, but yeah, I've been having to bounce back and forth between the two. It's been actually really frustrating trying to get this line put out with the tractor struggling. You know what, while we're here, I don't know how much to go, but let's do a little bit of an experiment here. We'll go ahead and disconnect from the spreader and pull over across the road, and we'll get the tractor hooked up with the yellow tractor, the Valtra, hooked up to the spreader, and see if that won't make a difference. It has 300 something horsepower. Maybe has some more oomph under the hood. Might do a little better job at pulling that spreader up the hill. Let's give it a whirl anyway, just for scientific reasons. Let's see what happens here. Well, it's going down a hill. Let's get over to this other side once we make this pass and see what happens. Not sure the hill is as steep over there. I'm not real sure. But yeah, we got that field done, and I've been working on this one. I had to go back and get a load or two of lime. Yeah, this was struggling too. I tell you what, that slip mod really causes some traction issues. I tell you, maybe slightly overkill. I'm not sure that this tractor should be struggling too much with the wagon pulling it along. I don't know. That might need a little tweaking. But either way, this tractor is pulling the spreader a little bit better. So we'll just continue with this one and finish on out. Definitely on the other. Well, I went all into that person's field and I actually damaged it. That is not my property. Oops. But yeah, the field over there across the road, it is very hilly. It's on a slope, and this tractor actually struggled pulling the plow along over there. So I think definitely keep the spreader hooked up to it while we put the lime out. I think that's going to work out good. As a matter of fact, what we can probably do, let's look at something here at the end of this row. Let's stop there. So, okay, so these two fields are fully fertilized. This one has none. This one over here has one stage, and this field up here doesn't have any. So, I think what I'll do is I'll have the blue tractor. We'll come down here and put out some fertilizer. I believe I still have some in the spreader that's in the shed, while I am putting the lime out up there on the hill. So let me finish up this little section here, and we'll get the fertilizer set up and going, and then we'll get back to putting out some more lime. Yeehaw, more lime. Well, I decided to just let a helper finish that up while I got the lime going, or got the fertilizer spreader hooked up and going. So what I want to do is I'm going to use courseplay here, and we're going to just let it run around this field and the next one. So let me get a course set up here. Let's see. Let's generate a course. We'll do one headland. We're good there. Let's generate. Should work out. So we're going to start at our first waypoint. And we're going to let it go, and let's see what happens here. Just make sure we got... Whoa, what is going on here? I've had, you know what? I have had all kinds of problems today with courseplay. I've got something going on with my PC. I don't know why. This offset, even on the other tractor, was messed up. And that working width is not correct. That work width should be 36 meters. So let's regenerate this course. Let's see, 36 meters. There's no way, can I? Yeah, 36. So 36 meters, that should work out a little better. Generate fieldwork course. Alright, let's give that a whirl. Alright, so we got the other two fields fertilized, and I decided to bring the spreader over here and go ahead and put some fertilizer out before we put the lime out. That way we can come back after the lime has been placed, or even after we put the sugar cane out, and then go ahead and put some more fertilizer out and be done with this field. That'll be our two fertilizer applications. Let's see, does this thing lower down? It does not. I can't make it any smaller, the spread there, so we're going to put a little fertilizer there on the neighbor's field. I don't think they will mind. I don't think we're not going to make it. No, I don't think we are. Well, maybe we will. I am dreading putting the lime out on this field. I think the tractor's going to struggle quite a bit. Just pulling that little plow around, it was not easy. So I have a feeling that putting that lime out is not going to be easy either. Oh, and then we run out. Alright. Well, I'm going to make a trip up to the shop. I think I have a little bit of fertilizer up there. We'll go ahead and get that in the spreader. Bring it back down, get finished up with that, and then we'll hop in the other tractor and get the lime put out. Well, alright, we are down in the field here, down at the bottom. We got a hill to climb up here. I have a feeling, based on what happened on the other side of the field, that we are going to struggle quite a bit in going up this little incline here. Yeah, the tractor is steady spinning. You see there, it's spinning. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to have to get some bigger tractors. with some, maybe some tracks. We might have to find something with tracks. Maybe that will help out. But yeah, we are still struggling just pulling this. Now, I know the lime is heavy, but I don't know, this tractor has 320 horsepower. I would think that we would be able to get a little bit better performance out of it, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the weight of the tractor's not heavy enough. Maybe I need to look into putting duals on this tractor. I don't know for sure. But we did get the fertilizer put out, so that is done. So I'm going to keep running around this field. It looks like, I don't know, I may need to get some more lime. So I know I have said that I do want to keep all of the purchases that I make on this playthrough in the videos. I don't want to do any of the purchasing offline, which does include buying materials to put out seeds, fertilizer, lime, things like that. So, but I do want to go ahead and just say that I'll probably need to get another one between episodes. So I'll do that. It shouldn't be very expensive. So the money should remain relatively unchanged. And next time we're going to be planting sugarcane. That'll be my first time using that planter. I know I bought it right out of the gate on this series, but we haven't had a chance to use it. So we're going to see what happens with that. Hopefully we have enough sugarcane to plant all the fields. I don't think we do. I think it's going to take a lot more than what is in the planter that we saved. But we'll see. That'll be an interesting thing to see how much it actually takes to plant all the fields. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I had some struggles here. A lot of it you didn't see. I decided to cut that out. But yeah, struggling with this this spreader here. We'll return it after the lime is put out. So next time we'll get to planting. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much.